We turn now to the wildfires exploding in the Southwest and the state of emergency in Arizona. The tunnel fire burning for more than 20,000 acres. Kaylee Hartog has the latest.
Whoa, whoa. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Trust in your word, waiting on the majesty. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He's sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. He sit in the place where you survive. He saw his father Jacob on the ride. We got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. We got the most side. We got the spirit of Joseph, for famine is coming. I hope you prepared. He about to seal everybody that's in. The Israelites waking up out of the dead. The prophets wrote about it, how can we hear? Protected by the Father, why should we fear? Psalm 91 is all in my head. Acts 1 and 6, we almost there. This is the season, pray without season. Judging the herb, about to take out the heat. In 400 years, we've been struggling, breathing. Going back home, this time we ain't leaving. Devil is man making war with the saints. Put that in our temple, he know that we ain't. Trusting this system, we know that we can't. Babylon falling and starting to stink like, yeah. We know Messiah is coming in here. Destruction is coming, feel it in the air. We got the most high, so why should we fear? Keep the commandments, salvation is near. War without father, our father, they dead. If you live in wicked, then he will not spare. We blow the trumpet, hoping that you hear. We blow the trumpet, hoping that you hear. Look at the tragedy, trust in your word. Waiting on the majesty, keep the command. Make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He's sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. He sit in the place where you survive. He saw his father Jacob on the ride. We got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. We got the most side. Time is ticking, Messiah is coming. Look at the wicked, they about to get punished. You saw the children of Israel. Messiah is dragging us out of this hell. He's sending them players, but he gon' protect us. Michael was standing up, he won't neglect us. He threw us away, but he about to catch us. Recompense, they getting extra. He made a promise to Abraham. Filling his word, we seeing it now. The place where they serve, I'm taking it down. He about to free everybody that's bound. Why they awaken the wrath for the Father? He sending famines and he sending lava. All but we know that nobody can stop you. They not repenting like you ain't the problem. Look at the tragedy, trust in your word. Waiting on the majesty, keep the command. Make sure he ain't mad at me. He opened our eyes, all but we glad to see. He sending floods and fire. Tornadoes and earthquakes is coming alive. He sit in the place where you survive. He saw his father Jacob on the ride. We got the most side. 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 Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. Look at the world, look at the tragedy. Keep the command, make sure he ain't mad at me. 'Cause we got the most side. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almighty, 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 creator of His blood inside me. We know that He will. Almighty, almighty, creator of His blood inside me. We know that He will. Who shall we fear? We got omnipotent, almighty Father. The Father of Abraham, the Father of Isaac. maker. The Almighty, why would we play with? He sent his son for the nation. The covenant back in our faces. Y'all, he with us, don't care what we facing. Where else we gon' go? We gon' trust in his word. Stay on that narrow, don't trust in no turns. Eyes to the east, everybody gon' learn. Put where your sins are, they all about to burn. Past overcoming, got the blood on me. Unforgiveness had to go, I got the love on me. I believe I got the peace, I got the dove on me. See the kingdom of y'all, I got above on me. Almighty, 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 Creator, His blood inside me, inside me. We know that He will, that He will, that He will. Scattered for many years, now we back. Mind been renewed from this world, we detached. The judgment is coming by his will, that's a slap. The wilderness is coming by his hand, that's a fact. The ark of the covenant, all but willing, that's a spot. Where he gon' get us? It was prophesied in the land, you was sold by his blood, you gon' rise, you gon' rise. Babylon falling, it all gon' go wrong. Keep them commandments, we tryna go home. Before you serve me, go serve him on that throne. Walk as he walk, I'ma walk, I'm a clone. Where he gon' get us? Keep commandments, he gon' fight for us. I'ma see out here the light for us. Ram home, blow the right note. Almighty, 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 Creator, His blood inside me, inside me, inside me. We know that He will, that He will, that He will. Almighty, 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 Creator, His blood inside me, inside me, inside me. We know that He will, that He will, that He will. Oh, Almighty, 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 Creator, His blood inside me, inside me, inside me. We know that He will, that He will, that He will. Almighty, Almighty,
Almighty. All praises to our Elohim, to the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Most High, the Dove, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of Truth, Yahweh Shai, our brother, our ancestors, our celestial, each other. All praises to the Most High. And Father, I pray for the destruction of your enemies, of the enemies of the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the enemies of your people. I pray that they meet their destruction and find dismay upon all of their constructed lies and foolery of trickery. I do pray for that every day, the destruction of the enemies of our people. And that is a righteous thing. And why is it righteous? Because it is righteous indignation. And righteous indignation is morally correct. We're not dealing with arrogance. We're not dealing with overconfidence. We're dealing with indignation. And in that indignation, we see the World Cup of Dregs, where the wicked flee and the righteous pursueth not. Why should we? Why should we debate thee? Why should we care and debate and speak to our enemies? The hell do they have to do with us? They have not been just. They have not considered us. No, not any bit, not once. And you have a Captain Jack Black who wants to go against and debate a heathen sack of nuts as if those fools can do anything for us. Why? Everybody wants to have our history, our spirituality, our morality, our bodies at their disposal. Yet at the same time, why should we care when they die? Have they done us justice? Have they treated us righteous? We talk about psychology because that is the thing that they have done to we. They psychologically have denied our morality. They psychologically denied our bodies. Hence why the Father has to come and sanctify his people so that we can rise. Amongst all of these heathen lies, they want us to debate them. When we see esoterically the state that they're in, when they can't hold a candlestick, not one, to us when we win, why should we care? When the whole world has done a grievous thing, the world would never have had any morality if it wasn't for our people. Yasharel. They wouldn't have had no Jebus of the whites. They wouldn't have even understood what was right without us. And they go, well, we can, the love God, your God, I could care less about. Because where was he, your God, and justice for me? Because when you ruled and reigned in your beloved gains under Cain, did you care about us? Did you do for us? No, you troubled us. Now, matter of fact, the Most High allowed that. However, you did too much. And now we pray for the destruction as such. This is not difficult. This is not hard. This is not mean. This is indignation upon the nations, righteously. And people get upset. Why? Balance must be set. And if you can't get with that, that is your problem, not ours. And that's righteous indignation. Literally, righteous indignation. Literally. Give me 1 second. Indignation is a reaction to perceived unfairness, typically driven by a moral compass or a sense of what? Injustice. Whereas arrogance is a character trait characterized by a haughty sense of superiority, often where an individual or collective looks down on others. That's not been us. We haven't had no arrogance. Let me rephrase that. Our arrogance was judged. And as it was judged, we brought indignation from above. And now, when we have the dove, we get to now utilize our righteous indignation against the nations whom put us in derision. And they don't understand. They don't want to consider the history. They want to go back into trouble so they can see the trouble that they've been in. Well, we've seen that, and we want to know parts of it no more. We seek the kingdom. They don't understand that evermore. Hence why we are now at a state of being that we can now, as a collective, well, first individually, we can now begin to purge. And that purging is key. We don't want to be around foolish people. We don't want to be part of the nation's ills and triflingness. 250 years ago, they came upon us and they destroyed our heritage and our inheritance. They destroyed it. And that was the part of the last 400 years. Let me make sure this thing is on. That was part of the last 400 years. And people want to tether themselves to us because now we are just for us. And we're cutting tethers away. We're cutting any indignation that the other nations could even bring forth. We're cutting away. We're saying, no, you guys have to go in your own dismay. And we don't care because we seek the destruction of our enemies. And people go, that's harsh. Well, it is for you, not for we. This is about psychology. Why is it about psychology? Because it began with psychology. They want to say now, oh, Willie Lynch was not true. It was made up. But well, boo-hoo on your ass now. Because now psychology is coming and it's grabbing you. It's taking your mind, untwining us from it, and making you feel the pain that you brought upon my people. That's what psychology does. In the negative. Willie Lynch, oh, well, let me, bear with me. Willie Lynch, widely circulated text, purportedly written in 1712. It details a brutal psychological blueprint, a brutal psychosomatic alakazam psychological blueprint for controlling enslaved population, so-called enslaved population, so-called Yasharel. By exploiting and magnifying differences in age, skin color, and gender to create division, distrust, and envy. That's psychology. That's why we pray for the destruction of our enemy. Because whether or not this was true or not, it was done. And the proof is in the pudding, son. We can see it. We lived through it. So don't come to me telling me don't do psychology. This is 150% about psychology. And now it's about moral psychology. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Somebody's got to pay this day, not tomorrow, not next year, not 20 years from now, today, and every day going forward. And that is what the dismay of the rage of the heathen is all about. Because they realize that we no longer believe in their lies, that we will no longer entertain their madness. Why? Because we are now psychologically strong. We have broken the bonds of the Willie Lynch madness. We now have indignation, righteous indignation on our side. And it will not subside any of our rage. When you got Captain Black Sparrow, on whose authority does he have to speak about my people when he has allowed everybody to come into the wedding feast? He has no authority to do such. Who gives any of them The right, who gives the Christian the right to allow anybody into our centric, our circle, our inner sanctum? And who gives anybody the right to tell us that we cannot hold our own counsel? Who? An African? You, me? Who? These Europeans, these Asians? Who has given anyone the right to lord over us? Today, unjustly. Who? That's why I say, Father, destroy them. Let the earthquake swallow them up, Father. Let the waters flood them, wash them away. Let the sun bake them to clay. Let the heathen pay and fall in dismay so that we no longer have to deal with them trying to lead us astray. When righteousness can begin, so that we can then win righteously, correctly, with no preponderance of madness, with no illness, so we can heal. Oh, Jacob's trouble, Jacob's trouble. We're healing. You desire, I don't desire. What do I desire? I desire the fall and destruction of my enemy. I don't desire trouble on me. I desire the kingdom to come so that all righteous in the will of the Father can be done. That's what I desire. I desire the heathen in the fire, the flames, the destruction of Canaan, and Edom, all the same. I desire no more wickedness upon the earth. The first creation. That is the power of the collective. So people need to know where we're coming from so that they don't come over here acting all dumb and stupid, thinking that we should listen to them when they bring no reason, logic, or wisdom. And that is what the Mishpachah, that's the remnant within the remnant. People want to, oh, you niggas think they're all the remnant. Okay. Who are you to say who we are? Are you not white? Are you not black? Are you not African from afar? What the hell do you got to do with us? We seek justice only for us. And we've been seeking this for a long time. We're just now able to stand on our grind and speak on it with conviction and indignation. No pastor's going to come over here and talk madness about, oh, Jesus, dear Jesus, dear Jesus. That's out of fear. There's no way, by no stretch of the imagination, will somebody break the sky. Matter of fact, every situation that they have created coming out of their unholy wood of something breaking the sky has always been to their destruction. Every time. Now they had a Canaanite and a Canaanite and a Canaanite in Independence Day. So they say that jumped into a craft and went and brought dismay to these alien ships and they saved the day. But that shit is Hollywood. That is whack. That is not going to happen, Captain Black. This is what's going to happen. The people will rise up, the frequency will change, the vibration will shake the world, shake the earth as it is today, with volcanoes and earthquakes and floods, bringing dismay to these people who the heathen black jack captain camp Christian fools are saying that they are going to come back. They're going to get back. They're going to do it again. They're going to bring wisdom to the game. How, when, where? Who are they in any which way to bring any wisdom to us today? Do they look like they're going to bring wisdom? You got Trump out here stealing money from these people. You got these white, so-called baby boomers holding on to power. So now the only way that the only way their power can be broken is that the power absolutely greater than them shall do it. And he's doing that by his people who he's raising up with no equal to bring justice and indignation to the unrighteous nations. And for that, we give rejoice. For that, we can rejoice. Because that's what this is all about. The exchange of situation. We're not here trying to be your friend. We're not, we will treat you the way we want to be treated, but we're not anyone. We're not trying to bring people in to our inner sanctum. You can't get next to us unless you bring in justice. And we see that they're not. Carmelo's a prime example of that. Everyone else is a prime example of that, all the way back through their history, which they don't want to talk about. They fumble at the mouth. They fume at the sight of righteousness. And they want us to forgive. Forgive what? Forgive all of that you have done? Why? Why should we forgive? Oh, well, Jesus said, there's two worlds, theirs and ours. There is the unrighteous and the righteous. While the righteous was held down, the unrighteous ruled. Now balance is in, and school has begun, where the righteous gets to rule under the sun. And nobody can come against that because they're too busy hurting, in pain, and suffering, just like they did us, just like the foremothers and forefathers of these heathens have done to our ancestors. And that's karma is, listen, yes, we deserve justice. And because the world will not give us justice, we will have to go around, we will have to go above the world. We have to go to our Elohim. Oh, well, black people, you guys aren't, there's no proof, no evidence of your character. Character is. History is. That's the proof. The proof is the history, which none of them want to deal with because they act all aloof. Oh, I don't know. Which way did it go? Wasn't me? I don't know. But it was you. You are the reincarnation of the same people who did it then. You're doing it now. But today you're doing it disingenuously because you're acting like you didn't have anything to do with what your people did to my people and me still today. Now, granted, today there are certain situations that we have been risen above. And we've been protected by the dove, our mother, our Holy Spirit, not yours, because the heathen has a man who's their spirit. They have Canaan. That's their Holy Spirit. Cain is their God. Canaan is their Holy Spirit. And Esau is their white Jesus. And none of them fit us, so we're not a part of that. That's why we seek the justice from above, from our Elohim. And we're going to have it. Believe you me, we're having it now. We're having justice as I speak. Somebody is getting put down into the ground who deservedly so did so much wickedness to our people and to the meek. And you think that we don't seek our Father's face? You all are crazy. You don't think that we don't seek our heritage? You all are crazy. You all don't think that we don't seek our power, our inheritance? We don't seek for the land, the earth to help us? You all are crazy. That's why the World Cup of Dregs, where the wicked flee and the righteous pursueth not. Why should we? Why should we? Why should we help you? Have you helped us? Have you helped yourself? That's the psychosis that the whole world is in. They think they are, but are not. And here we are telling them who we are, and they're telling us who we are. Oh, well, everything's right. Armenian, Libyan, Ish, Turkey, whatever. All of them fools are Levant. All of the Levant is Canaan. So that whole place over there is Canaan. That has nothing to do with Jacob. Nothing. Other than the way that they just tried to destroy us and lie about us and then take our heritage. And now they still think that there's some way to bridge the gap, bridge the divide between us and them. No. You either shit or get the boop off the pot. You're either with us or you're not. It's simple. Because we are not going to be with you. We are not going to be with you. It's as simple as that. We've delineated too. Our money is changed. Our attitudes have changed. Our ethics have changed. Our indignation has changed. Our will, our drive, our power, our want, our desire has all changed. And that's why you guys are all liars still today, trying to make it seem like we should forgive Cain. No. We forgive not Canaan, or Edom. We forgive none of them. The Most High wants to punish them. So we're not going to get in the way of the punishment and dismay that our power is bringing this day. That is what this is about. We're not screaming and shouting on the corner. We're not caring about any of that. We don't care. We're doing what we're supposed to do to ensure that we get the hell out of here to our kingdom. And getting out of here means getting out of the world of the heathen. We're not trying to be part of it. Matter of fact, we're trying to usher it out. And it's working. It's working. And collectively, you see, we've done a beautiful thing. We've risen up by our father's strings, our mother's thoughts and wisdom, our brother's ways and visions. We have been risen up to bring forth the awakening of the earth so that the earth can rejoice along with the heavens, so that the heathen, so that the wickedness and the wicked go. That is the new show of righteousness, the indignation of it. That's why I'm like, bump everybody. Like, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to do me, but I'm going to do we. But I'm not entertaining the folly of the heathen. I don't care about them. I don't care about their celebrities. I don't care about their Christianities, their Muslimanities, their Buddhistanities, their Hinduanities. I don't care about their thought and their philosophies and their psychologies. Why? Because I supersede all of that. I do. We do. And they can yell, they could go boo-hoo. I don't care. I look at their despair and I laugh at the calamities. I chuckle. Oh, and I'm okay with that. That's not me being mean at all. That is karma. That is reaping and sowing in the same book that they stole from us, that scroll that they said was theirs, which really was ours. It says these things. So don't be mad at me because I'm reiterating the realities of the day, the realities of my kingdom coming this way. Don't be mad at me. Don't get all in your emotions. Don't try to come and talk about jubilees and Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve. No, don't do that. If you want to come in the comment section and have a conversation, then do so. If not, get the hell back. This isn't rocket science. This is not hard. This is where we are. And we have to say these things because the separation is here. We have separated mind, body, and spirit. And I'll speak for myself. I have. And the echo says, we have. And that was one of my first videos, my first lessons. The echo of the father, the whisper of the mother, the light of the brother has brought us all together. And nobody's going to tear us apart. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they want to do. That's why they got old Black Captain to come at some cracker jackum and try to debate them. The truth is undefeated. The truth cannot be debated. It is what it is. The heathen have done a grievous thing. They don't even entertain their own history. So why should we entertain their folly? So again, the World Cup of Dregs, which is now upon their heads on our land. As we pray against our enemies, think of it. They're all here. That's why this is great. That's why this energy is here. That's why the frequency has changed, because they're all here as we're praying against them. And they're going to flee. Goodbye. I'm not chasing after you. Goodbye. You can leave. Go back to where you came from. If you are from here and you want to leave and go there, be gone. If you think that African has all the things that you need, be gone. If you think Asia, be gone. If you think it's Europe, be gone. Away from here. Whether you do it on your own or if the Father pushes you away from his throne, that's on you. I got nothing to do with it. But I'm staying here on my land. So, all that's to say, we don't care no more. There is no more. The love is gone. The BB King, the love is gone. All the love that we have left is for our own song, our own people, our own Elohim. He left us with enough oil to be able to bring forth our own victory. We're not seeking victory for the totality of it. We care less about the universalisms of it, the jokes, the popes, the hope, the lies, the trickery, the dopes. We don't care about that. None of that matters to us because we're seeking justice. And that's a beautiful thing. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Our Elohim. Brother Sly.
Shalom, Shalom. Grand evening.
Grand evening. Grand evening, Ak. Much love, much respect, Mishpachah, for being here at your behest. Brother Sly and I always like to come together as best we can to bring you guys a different plan. And for that, we give all praise to the Most High. Go ahead, Brother Sly.
My brother, I'm just ready to be blunt and just swing that sword.
Swing it, brother.
To the heathens, when you speak against us, you're basically manifesting your own death and destruction.
Mm-hmm.
We know you have a veil over your eyes from the Most High. And you won't even try to seek a true Israelite to get some type of relief from that madness that you're under. If you are still asking for where's the proof and where are the sources and you can't prove it, you are a fool.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they don't come over here and say anything to us. That's not pride or arrogance. That is truth.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom dwells in Zion.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they have to set up these groups to go back and forth. How is that edifying to the nation? Unless you don't see yourself as being part of the nation.
That's
because
right.
you have heathens in your midst. I'm not even going to say that you're an assembly, because an assembly is sacred.
Mm-hmm.
An assembly is sanctified. An assembly is when we are called together. See, we don't invite people in. The Most High sends you here. That's the difference between us and them.
Yep.
2 Corinthians, we'll read from 14 to 18. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Stop. These heathens don't care what you say in these debates. They don't care. You can give them all the proof in the world and they'll still run the John 3:16 out of context.
Yep.
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness? But they love Paul. But they love some Paul. You shouldn't even be dealing with these people. But what we see are heathens going back and forth with other heathens.
Mm-hmm.
And what concord have Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel?
Right.
And what agreement have the temple of the Most High with idols? You are going back and forth with people who worship Jebus of the Whites. They are idolaters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That worship the Virgin Mary. I mean, they don't even hide it. For ye are the temple of the living power, and Yahweh have said, I will dwell in them.
Yep.
In them and walk in them, and I will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. So once again, why in the hell are you going back and forth with these heathens?
Right.
The word stands and it stands alone.
Yep.
Wherefore come out from among them. And that is exactly what you were saying. And through the Spirit, I had this precept pulled up before you even spoke it.
All praise to the Most High.
Always, all praises to the Most High. Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate. Oh, we're going to have a debate. And be ye separate. I'll debate you anytime. And be ye separate, saith the Most High, and touch not the unclean thing.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you touching the uncleanliness of Constantine Christianity? Oh, y'all are the same.
Mm-hmm.
66 bookers. Because we're putting it out there right now. We are no longer giving you camps the Apocrypha because you won't touch 2nd Esdras 14, 42 through 47 about the additional books. And we're about to not giving you the 66 anymore.
Come on. This is where we at.
Let's speak it, because all you do is argue Paul back and forth.
Mm-hmm. So you get 13. You're 13 bookers. That's it. 13 families, 13 books. Go ahead, Art.
Once again, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Most High, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and my daughters, saith the Most High Almighty. I don't see anything in here about the other nations.
Mm-mm.
Isn't this Paul? Is it 2 Corinthians? Isn't it? Is this Paul? Am I wrong?
Paul.
Is this Paul?
Yeah.
But they say we cherry pick.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
And for the heathen that speak against us, regardless of what you look at, regardless of what you look like, these scriptures are for you. Psalms 139, 20 through 23. But we're going to start on 20, and then we're going to go further to another part, another precept, and then we're going to go back to 21. Psalms chapter 139, 20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Stop. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, we're going to stop right there. So every time that you devils say we aren't the Israelites, that we aren't the people, you are basically taking the Most High's name in vain. You know why? Because once again, we are called by his name.
Yasharel.
Khan, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, not Jebus of the whites, and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. That's why you're being swept off.
Come on.
That's why your businesses are being burnt to a crisp. That's why we have 988 on display.
Come on.
That's why you have an uptick in murder suicides, which you did not see 10, 15, 20 years ago in mass abundance. But we going in Jacob's trouble. You are fools. If you are still pushing Jacob's trouble in the latter days with all the calamities of the apocalypse of Abraham and the 12 woes of 2nd Baruch, you are a demon.
Demon. A Shadim.
Shadim, a straight devil.
Mm-hmm.
If you refuse to see the signs of the times, well, I'm a prophet on the street corner yelling at the white man, I'm a prophet. The Most High said, you are a fool.
Mm-hmm.
You are a damn fool if you refuse to see what's going on. But once again, what did the Most High do? he put spirits over the
Yep.
other nations to do what? Lead them astray. Revelation 2939 is bigger than Ish.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they pushed. Oh, it's only them small hats
Yep.
because they fall under the banner of Revelation 29 and 39 also.
Mm-hmm.
Take heed.
That
Let's
no
get
man deceive
no
you. That's
any
right.
man. Yahweh Shah told us, man, don't get caught slipping in these latter days.
Yep.
Don't get caught slipping.
Yep. Because if the elect scarcely make it in.
Exactly. Scarcely.
Right.
There's a lot of false teachers and false prophets out here. And the meter, the measure stick for me, if you don't acknowledge the Holy Spirit for who she is, I know that I'm dealing with a fool. I know that you don't have wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because wisdom only dwells in Zion.
Right.
She made her place in Jerusalem. Jacob.
Yeah.
When you don't read the other books, when you run from the Odes of Solomon, when you run from all the additional books and you go back and forth with these heathens to debate, are we the Israelites or not? Well, I don't know who you are, but I know who we are over here. We are the sons and daughters of who? The living power.
That's right. That's right. That is right. That is right. That is right. That is right. And that's what the whole schism and ism that they've created has come to. They've been so busy trying to keep us down with their hoodoo and voodoo that now they don't even know what they do. And because they don't know what they do, they think that they are us without seeking any justice, without even considering justice. Because if they were us, they would seek justice. Is that not what they do for themselves? Every time they seek justice for themselves. Why? Because they think that they're us. They deserve it. Now, I was listening to the sister Gates Holder from her live last night, and she is a very articulate and wise sister to a degree. With that Pan-African goofy madness is something else. Nevertheless, she was speaking about Japhet and how Japhet, the heathen has taken Japhet. We know the prophecy, and Sinai talked about this a while ago. There's only one prophecy for Japhet. You don't think that they hid the rest? But the prophecy is, he will dwell in the tents of Shem, and he will be enlarged, right? So enlarged and dwelling in the tents of Shem, although, now watch this, Japhet, had his own land. So Japhet had his own land, enlarged himself in his own land, the ends of the earth, the north, and then yet dwelled in his brother's tent. That's weird, first of all, and that's unrighteous because you're not in your own tent. Go in your own tent. That is what is going on today. That is what we have allowed because he was our brother. We're like, okay, fine. And then he came in like he was from another mother and destroyed the tent and then blamed us for it and then went away, came back to put us in dismay so he can enlarge himself and then take over our land. And this is what Japhet has done. Ham, just being foolish and young, let all of this stuff happen because he was trying to protect his son, Canaan, who, mind you, wasn't even his. But he was the one who these two entities, Japhet and Ham, stood by while Cain came at Shem. And Seth, the power of Seth was taken from Shem, overtaken by Shem because Ham and Japheth allowed Cain and Canaan to take it. Plus, we went in and out of craziness. And here at the end of it, we get it all back. And that's why history, and they go, well, I don't believe that. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. It doesn't matter. That's what nobody seems to consider. It doesn't matter what the heathens believe anymore. They have no imposition to enforce their belief in the world. It's done. Now we see all of them. And now their daughters and sons have to pay the price for their wickedness and their diabolical ridiculousness against us, against the sons and daughters of Seth, the sons and daughters of Shem, the sons and daughters of Jacob, Yaakov. This is what people don't want to deal with. They go, oh, well, everybody's gone through something. Nobody has gone through what we've gone through. Nobody went through Willie Lynch but us. Whether it's true or not, the actions speak louder. The actions we can prove through history, through lynching, Willie Lynch, through lynching, through chattel slavery, through laws unjustly. We can keep going back through forced labor, forced fornication. Nobody else has gone through the troubles that we saw. So no, we're not here to consider other people's problems until they consider ours. And we know they're not. And because they're not, we don't care about what they got going on. We will watch them in fear fall on their own sword and be destroyed from it all and rejoice, because that's only what? Fair. That's only fair. Now, you go ahead, because I want to talk about this World Cup real quick, and then we're gonna get back in it.
No problem, my brother. No problem. No problem. Just give me 1 second. All right, because we're going to finish Psalms chapter 139.
Yes, go ahead, brother.
20 through 23. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? Now remember, when they rise up against him, they are also rising up against his people.
Mm-hmm.
I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. Now, these people, they speak vain. And we go into the meanings of words.
Mm-hmm.
The etymology of vain, it's an adjective. Having no value of importance. Also idle, unprofitable, fruitless, producing no good result, worthless, void, invalid, feeble, conceited, empty again, void, fruitless, to leave, abandon, give out, silly, idle, foolish. We were told they were a foolish nation. Silly, idle, foolish, conceited, proud of petty things and trifling attainments. That sounds just like them.
Mm-hmm.
Verbatim. That's like a running tally. So once again, this is why we don't debate these people.
Mm-mm.
We're not debating people of no value or importance, because it would be fruitless, producing no good result, worthless, void, invalid. And like I said, maybe a month ago, are we reading the same book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. 13 Bookers.
13 Bookers.
Yeah, we're not even giving them 66 anymore. Because they're not even doing what the book states.
Nope. At all.
Everybody want clout.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to be seen.
Everybody in their own vanity.
Exactly.
Own idolatry. Their vanity is their idolatry. That's the camps, outwardly seeking to be looked at. Look at me, look at me. And they go around trying to act like the Christian is these evil people, even though they are, but they're evil when they're just the same. They're the exact same. They do the exact same thing. Look at me. I got wristbands on. I got this thing on my head. I got this skirt on. I'm running around here telling you about Jacob's trouble, Albert Pike. I'm doing all of that. And the Christians are running around going, look at me. I got my good suit on. I got my $1 million sneakers on. I'm in my altar. And I'm talking about Albert Pike. I'm talking about the same thing. But yet, when we're telling everybody, hey, don't listen to them. That Africa, go back to Africa, that whole African slave trade madness is made up so that we can covet these other lands. Let me digress for a second. We have lands over there. Let me do this. So I'm gonna bring that post up I showed.
All right.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh. You want to see our lands? I'm gonna show you our lands in Africa. Hold on. Let me share it. There it is. Share this tab. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me take this off. See if I can blow it up. All right. So if you see this, this is this shows all the minerals, all the world's mineral reserves, okay? And we're going to start with Asia and Oceania real quick. I'm going to run through this. So Russia is sitting on 44% of diamond reserves, okay? Diamond reserves out of Russia. Now, really quickly, Khazaria, Russia, diamond, all right, just to connect some dots. China, graphite, rare earth, right? China leads 52%, 32%, right? Then we got Indonesia with nickel, 44%. And lo and behold, now Indonesia, the Dutch went to Indonesia and colonized it. Nickel. Australia, 20% gold, 27% zinc, 28% uranium, 31% iron ore, 32% magnesium. Wow, that's a lot right there. Australia, where they sent their hardened criminal prisoners to. Okay? These are just facts. This is true. Americas. So Canada, potash. I don't even know what potash is. If somebody knows what that is, just put it in the chat. The United States, coal. Peru, silver. Chile, copper and lithium. Now let's look here. Let's look here at Africa. Morocco, phosphate, 69%. Guinea, aluminum. Congo, cobalt. South Africa, platinum group metals. Now, from my understanding as a historian from the white man's education, that Africa had the world's wealth, riches of minerals and everything, gold, diamonds, you name it. But if you look at this, Africa doesn't have much, and neither does Europe. Neither does Europe, right? So to me, when we look at Africa, And people are like, well, it's Negro land, Negro land. Well, that's just the Congo's our land. South Africa is our land. Morocco is our land. Guinea is our land. That's about it. Why do I say this? Because we were on the lands with the richness. Wherever we were as a people, we had richness. So if you look over at the US, the minerals, the US, so-called, tons of richness. Now they don't talk about Mexico, but Mexico has tons of gold. So so when we look at this, and those people come back in the comments saying, oh, it's not true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These are macro lessons. If you want to do a deeper dive and get deeper into it, do so. Right? But at the end of the day, we know that the lands, the richness of the lands is our what? Inheritance. Like you can't even, that's prophecy. So all these people in Africa are going to come over here to the Americas. We're going to send some back over there as envoys to rule our lands. And matter of fact, at that point, all of it's going to be ours because there will be no more heathen. So everything here that you see, the world will be back to the righteous and be ruled righteously. And that's what people are upset about. They're upset about because we do our due diligence over here. We're sitting here just bringing macro information. We're not trying to get to the nitty gritty because the Father's in the details. If he wants you to get to, if he wants you in the details, guess what? He'll bring it to you. The heathen wants you to be out of the details because they go, oh, the devil's in the details. No, he's not. No, he's not. The devil is in the macro to tell you that all of us came from here. All of us came from here. We're universal. That's the devil. So, of course, they flipped it. So now when we know it, we get to speak on it. And we get to speak on it convictedly because it's true. And everybody, and if it's not true, and nothing that we're saying is true, and we're not the people, and the Elohim isn't, and there is no God, no Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then why the hell is the world in such dire straits? Why is there no morality? For goodness sake, why? So whatever they're talking about, whatever anybody's talking about, especially those Pan-African goofies and those camp goofies and those Christian goofies and these religious goofies are talking about, they don't have any morality to stand on. Their righteous indignation is weak. They don't seek justice. They don't even seek justice for Yahushua. They don't even care. When we said in the ether, we seek justice not just for ourselves, but for Yahushua, the earth shook. The heavens opened. The father, the mother, the brother was rejoicing because arrogance is us saying, oh, we just want justice for ourselves. Like we matter more than Yahushua, more than our ancestors, more than our Elohim. No, we are part and parcel of them. And we're not playing these silly ass kid games with these people no more. That's why they don't want to come at us. That's why, oh, well, debate you. Debate? There's no debate in here. Well, if you want to bring something to the table for righteousness' sake, so be it. Do it. Let's talk about it. But we're not debating who we are. We already know who you are. We know you are either of the lineage of Cain, Canaan, or Edom, period. Because there is either the righteous or the unrighteous, period. So what side are you on? What side are you on? Decide that, dig deep internally and make it and find yourself. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about us. We've done this justly for ourselves already. That's why we're here now. That's the thing. We have, in our former lives, we all wanted justice. That's why we're speaking it now. And the Father knew. He was like, there's going to be so many of these fools out here that I got to make sure that in the regeneration, my people who seek justice for my creation comes back through these nations so that they can stand up in great boldness and sing the song of glory to me. So then I will hear them. I will wake them up, wake up my earth, wake up my creation, and the nations will be brought low, and then balance will be back. I will sit on my throne, and all will be good in my kingdom, in their home. This is the beauty of why we're doing this. We're not doing this to just for shits and giggles. We're doing this for our kingdom. We're doing it for the righteous. We're doing it for the meek, the oppressed, the weary, the tired, the elderly, the young. We do this for the animals, for the land,
For the widow.
for the widow, for the elements. This is why we do this. Because we seek justice. Because when we have it, it's a domino effect. Everybody that the Father wants to get it, gets it. Let me change this real quick. You got something that you want to add to right quick?
You know I do, my brother.
I know you do. Come on, bring it out, bro. We got time. Let me get this off the screen. Put us back on. Hold on.
Now, see, this is see, we know that Yahushua is returning for his people. We know that he's bringing justice not for himself, or not just for himself, but also for his people. In 2nd Baruch, chapter 32, Salakia, chapter 72, makes it plain. And it's 6 verses straight and to the point. Hear now also regarding the bright lightning, which is to come at the consummation after these black waters. This is the word. After the signs have come, of which you were told before, when the nations become turbulent and the time of my Messiah is come, he shall summon all the nations, and some of them he shall spare, and some of them he shall slay. These things, therefore, shall come upon the nations which are to be spared by him. Every nation which knows not Israel and has not trodden down the seed of Jacob shall indeed be spared. And this because some out of every nation shall be subjected to your people. Now, those are the ones that will be handmaids and servants in the kingdom. But all those who have ruled over you or have known you shall be given up to the sword. So there's no for God so loved the world. No, the world of Yasharallah, us.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have not had a hand in our destruction, be at peace.
Right.
But if you have ruled over us,
Mm-hmm.
or have known us, you shall It says shall. You shall be given up to the sword. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 And that's a beautiful thing, bro. Yeah. You got more out?
Now I'm just going through. I see somebody was hidden. I'm just trying to understand why.
Gotcha. All right. While Brother Sly is trying to understand why, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this to this. Oh, hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. Bear with me one moment, please. Because Brother Leon brought us some wisdom from the cup. And as he was, because we were watching it, as we were watching, as he was watching it, I was watching too, but he was watching it. He made some screenshots and he sent them to me. And I want the world to see, I want the Mishpachah to see what I've been talking about with the Father, what the Spirit has had me speak about the last few weeks about this World Cup. And watch this. Let me get to a home. Oh, wait, window. All right, can you guys see that? Can you see that out? Yes. Yes. Okay. So Harry Kane, number 9. This dude's from England. Number 9. Destruction. Harry Kane. What are the odds? This is what Brother Leon said. What are the odds, right? Look at this one. 144. Right? 100, 14, 4. This is how it looks. With, if you look here at the top where you see the flag, no, we're talking symbolism now, right? When you look here at the flag there and you turn it the other way, that's the flag of Spain. This is their cross, right? 144 and 22, right? Here you go. Cain, again, destruction with 6. Now this brother here is Gooey. He's I think he's like Jamaican is what I think Gooey is. Gooey, Geuhi, but he's English, something like that, right? But then here it is again, Cain, brother hugging him. This is 6, Cain 6, 9 and 6, destruction, but rising, 6, 6, 12, right? 6 down here on his short, 6 up here, 12, 9. These are all the symbolism from the World Cup that is on our lands, right? Again, number 9. And this is hopefully let me see if you can hear what he said. Let me see.
Brother, I don't know what you see in the frames that I sent you, but if I start from the top, we see 114 and 4, 144 and 22. And they all divisible by 4, right? We see the cross in the top, right? So that's the crosses of the Catholic Church. If we put that on its side, then that would be the X, right? I think Big Judah had talked about the X and the flag that they flew when they came through the Turtle Island. If I go to the next one, down, the dove, you see the dove in the midst of Cain, in the midst of all of the crowd and the people. 83.
Wait.
Rounded up for 2, the final score, right? And then the next frame when it has Cain, and we've been talking about Cain, and then America in the back.
See, that's the
right?
dove.
America,
Dove.
Cain, 9. Well,
See
you know what 9
dove.
is, right? Destruction or new beginning.
America.
And then it says the caption behind after those two first half Kane's goal. So what is Kane's goal now? Because they're behind, right? They're behind in this half. So maybe they only have the half a time left. And then again, if we go down to the other one, it says Kane, and then the bank of in the background when he's facing all the people, right? Half Kane, so half Harry Kane goal, second half the goal. So what's the second half of their goal in this? What they trying to turn back time? What's the second half? And then is him and that brother with the duality. So 9 and 6, right? And you round. It says round it up for 2, the final. So there's definitely something going down after this World Cup here, because 83 has descended upon North America. This is their final go around, and from what I can see, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? 2 again. Lays, Kane.
Where's the Lays? Right, and then
there. ULT in the background. So I don't know what that last frame is, but anyways, there's so much in there that I saw right off the hop, and I couldn't believe I was looking at all of this at the same time while watching the game. Let me know what you've broken down from these pictures here. All right, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Peace. Brother, I don't know what you see in the frame.
Yeah, that was good, right? And there's one more. Hold on. This one. Now look at this. Now this is 26. This is the symbol, the line. Is this thing still working? Sly, can you hear me?
Crystal clear, my brother. Crystal clear. I'm getting edified.
Okay. All right. So watch this. This is 26. The cup of dregs, got the ball in it. Look at the hand, the hand with the ball. This is the Kane's hand, whatever. So this here is the alpha and the omega. The alpha and the omega. Look at it. You see? This is so on our land. So watch this. He's gonna break it down. I'm just gonna let him break it. It's perfect because he says it perfectly. Here we go.
So every time I see this on TV, I can't help to think about that symbol, the omega symbol. Omega is the 24th and final letter of the Greek alphabet. The word literally translates to great O, from omega. Symbolically, it means the end, the ultimate limit, or the finality of a set. This is symbol and religious meanings. Alpha and Omega, the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet, are famously paired to represent the beginning and the end. Rooted in the Bible, example, book of Revelation, it represents totality, completeness, and eternity. Interesting. The Omega male in the modern social hierarchy, and Omega is sometimes characterized as an introvert or outsider who stands apart from the typical social pack, often preferred self-reliance and operating outside traditional hierarchies. That's what you were talking about yesterday with the energy of the World Cup and the energies of why it wasn't, because it's at its completeness, right? Representing the beginning of the end. It's interesting. And the uppercase omega is the standard symbol for ohms, which is the unit of electrical resistance. Mathematics, the lower omega represents the first infinite ordinal number in a set theory, while big omega denotes the lower bounds for the growth of an algorithm's function. So maybe that's what we're watching at. This is the end of the function, and that's why the energy is so off. So the time and the symbol. So Omega watches, the luxury switch, the luxury Swiss watchmaker uses the Greek letter as its emblem, symbolizing that their timepieces represents the ultimate achievement and pinnacle of watchmaking. And haven't we seen that now they've actually reached their pinnacle of achievement?
Yep.
And we are the timepieces.
Yep. Yep. Excellent, Brother Leon. Excellent. And these are the symbolisms that we keep seeing over and over and over. And that's why when looking at, besides looking at the various people, the various phenotypes of the cup, looking at Argentina all white, all white Argentina in South America, it's disgraceful. The history of Argentina, utterly disgraceful. So we get to see this stuff happening here in real time on our lands with all the symbolism this time, showing that the man's hand is done, showing that everything that we see under the sun is burning them up, is washing them away, bringing them to dismay, bringing them down to dismay. No energy, no frequency at a time when we're delineating from them. Man, you can't make this up, and there's no coincidence. This is not happenstance. This is all scripted by prophecy here at the end by the Most High. So that's the beauty. That is the beauty of the age that we're in right now. And I thought that I was going to do this last week, but we kept pushing. But the father was like, nope, for this week, just wait. And here we are. So I wanted to show that. I hope that was edifying for the folks here and those that will see it again, the Mishpachah, because we're this Alpha and Omega. Remember the dove. The dove the dove came over here, our lands with the X, and now they're all over here. Is that X marking them? Is the sun not marking them? Is the humidity not marking them? It's like they got the AC on at the office, like blaring. I got my jacket on, my winter jacket on. It's hilarious. I'm like, damn, it's freezing in here. And so every day I got to go outside in the middle, like the little courtyard, big courtyard, and I just sit there in the sun and just catch all of the rays and get warmed up just to go back inside and cope again. Like they're not doing it. They're all in the shade. And I'm watching it. I'm watching it happen daily. So this is about how we're moving. This is how the world is beginning to see us. Is it again, by no stretch of the imagination would the world be here, in the world, the heathen world, be here on our lands at the end of the 250 years, right? At a time when we're delineating, we're separating, we're not trying to be with them. And they're trying to give all their energy to this last bit of circus because that's all they have. The bread ain't even bread no more. It's rubber. So we're out here just teaching our people, telling them, hey, don't worry. It's going to be good. Just continue to endure and persevere and understand that the world is on its last leg. Because the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end, the dove is here for our protection. And that's what this is about. They can't do anything to us. The last time, 1994 was the last time the World Cup was here in America. Okay. But the last time, but we weren't woke. But the last time we were awakened and the whole world was here, 1492. Think about that. Right before we fell, right before the totality of us going into heathen hell, 1492. Now we're woke, 2026, 6,000 years. You don't think that it's a wrap? You don't think that there's something else coming quick? The weather is showing us it. So, all praises, Brother Leon, when you hear this, Baruch Hashem. Brother Sly.
Shalom, Mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
What Brother Leon just brought out would be the hidden wisdom of the esoteric.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things that the Father will only allow certain individuals to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he commands us to search out the hidden matters because he hides a thing and the kings search it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for everyone to see. Everyone doesn't have wisdom.
Mm-mm.
Everyone doesn't have the dove, the mother. She only dwells with us.
Yep.
So when we speak these understandings through the Spirit from the Father, it's not in pride, it's in truth. And once again, we're at the point where if you don't accept the truth, it's not our concern.
Mm-hmm.
We are only concerned about us as a nation and none else, the way it should have been from the beginning.
Yep.
But yeah, man, there was a lot of signs, the nine, the dove, the cane. It was just bow, sign, boom, another symbol. Boom,
Dude,
sign.
I missed I missed the dove the first time around.
Oh, I
And
caught
when
it.
I saw it, I
Right
was
in the
like,
background. I was like, the dove? I'm like, man, you can't make this up.
no, you can't. It like the dove, like literally a dove. Yes, it said dove, but the dove was there. I was like, yeah, see, this is why they in despair, because we're seeing the signs and symbols that are ushering in our kingdom. Like, people don't understand what we're desiring. They're missing it. They want to go back and forth, and we're like, go ahead. We going to the kingdom. We desire in this time and age. Today, in this time and age, when what you desire, especially if you desire something righteous, it now gets to come to fruition. And if you desire righteously, collectively, it gets to be even greater in fruition. Now, conversely, if you desire wickedness, it comes to you swiftly. This is why when you're looking at people, when you're looking at all this stuff on YouTube where these fools is taking each other out, things is happening like it's coming, like quick. Like there's no time. It's like, damn, why did he do that? Why did she do that? What is going on? The days where a Karen will come up talking smack and walk away, call the police, and the brother or the sister gets put in the back of the car and shipped off to a jail cell are done. Now Karen is finding that she's got no fun, she's on the run, and now she got her jaw broke on her back, going to jail. Like, you can't even make this stuff up. It's not even out of control yet, but it's very, very humorous, is what it is. It's humorous to watch karma befall the nations. It truly is. So I ain't even tripping. I'm just saying, look, yeah, plane crashes. That's right. Things are just happening swiftly on the wicked. Swiftly,
Exactly.
you know.
They had 5 aircraft go down within the past week. And I noticed that we had this talk that a lot of these trolls that come on the channel and they scoff, when you go to their actual channel, they have a lot of video game footage. And I was saying, I don't know who I said it to. Maybe I said it to myself in the spirit. I said, all you so-called gamers, I said, the Most High is going to bring grief to you also.
Mhm.
And I think it was a helicopter crash in France. It was some top like either software CEO or gamer creator.
No, it was the Ubisoft
Yeah,
CEO. That's what it was.
exactly. So now the gaming community is mourning. Leave us alone.
That's right.
When we say we pray for your destruction, that's not cliche. We pray for your demise.
Yep.
The same way our ancestors did. It's not exactly. I was about to say that, Pilot J. This is not a game.
Mm-mm.
It's not a game.
No.
There's no hitting reset. There's no downloading new software. This is not a game. Once it's over, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a new beginning for us, and your new beginning will be captivity.
Yep. Which is only fair. Again, nobody wants to talk about what's fair. You know, they want to talk about forgiveness and love, but they don't want to talk about what's fair. What's fair is those who put in captivity shall go into captivity. That's what's fair. If you know, eye for an eye is fair. I mean, they you know, because they now legislated some sort of laws that made them do the eye. It's not even an eye for an eye. It's they get to take the eye. You know, if they want to, that's not fair. So now it's fair. Somebody that's did something wrong in the jail to one of the brothers who've been innocent in there that they put through hell, they go on the outside and get hemmed up. And they're like, well, this police officer got hemmed up today. He got shot down. And you're like, and the people are like, well, you don't know what that dude did to our people. This is what's coming now. It's coming swiftly on these people. And this whole time they have been able to hide behind us in our prayers for the world. Now we seek the prayer. We put prayers only for our world and not theirs. And look at it. They don't have the energy to save their world. Who can save the world that is destined to die? Is that not Marvin Gaye? So, you know, I mean, come on. We in this to win it. We're not backing up. We're not going backwards. We're not backing up. We're not backsliding. We're not trotting back. We're going forward. And as we do, you know, like a snowball down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it's so big and so mighty and so massive and heavy that whatever is in its way gets crushed. So this is what the Most High has brought for us and to us. And it's a very beautiful thing. So don't take it as a light thing, you know?
And my brother, they probably would have gotten a reprieve if they ruled righteously and justly.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't care about your so-called accolades. You ruled in wickedness. Now, it's funny how when we ruled in wickedness, the Most High judged us. But when they rule in wickedness, you know, only God can judge me.
Right.
I have my Jeepus of the whites, you know. Don't talk about the sword. Can you prove that? Can you prove that? The Sibling Oracles, Book 2. We're going to read from 20 through 24. Then there will be bloody precipitation from heaven. Don't fall out of the sky. But the entire world of innumerable men will kill each other in madness. In the tumult, the Most High will impose famines, and pestilence and thunderbolts on men who adjudicate without justice.
That's right.
How do you set up a justice system, so called, then rule unjustly
Mm-hmm.
with all white juries, rigged trials?
And think that that's not going to come back to haunt you.
Exactly. Yeah, I think every culture believes in some type of karmic restitution. I mean, I've never met anyone that didn't. Even atheists were like, you know what, man, I believe in karma. You do it, it's going to come back to you. Everybody believes in that. You reap what you sow. That's a divine principle. But yet these people think they could just do whatever to the chosen, just skate off into the by and by.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, and this is why I don't really care, because don't forget, we would have healed her, but she did not want to be healed. So at the end of the day, they chose this road. They chose this path. And now they have to pay. And I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not going to pay for them. This is a Dutch situation, a duality situation. As they pay, I don't. Because when I was paying, they didn't. So, at the end of the day, this is why we can sit here and...
They mocked us when we were paying.
Huh?
They mocked us. Oh, they had minstrel shows and blackface and, big pictures of watermelon and, figurines of alligators eating babies, and they took our hair and put it as cushions and chairs. They made articles of clothing out of our flesh, private parts, men and women.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Just degenerate.
Reprobates.
Huh?
Well, and they did this while going to church every Sunday and calling on their sweet, sweet Jeebus.
Yep.
Now, everything that we just said is facts, are facts.
Yep. Historical facts.
Historical facts and truth proven.
Yep.
Shameful spewing on their glory.
And the thing is that they could have saved or helped themselves if they would have atoned for the sins of their father and mothers. But what they did was say none of that matters. And so therefore they instituted unjust reasoning, action, and logic upon the oppressed. And that's why they get next. And the Most High said, I never knew you. And they're going to be all upset, crying, oh, boo-hoo, and what? Gnashing of teeth. These are straight out of the book that the thief stole from our people. So I don't have any empathy or any pity for any of them. If they're gonna and then they can't cleave. Listen, it says that they can cleave, but again, cleaving ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not the one cleaving. I'm moving to the kingdom with my sisters and my brothers. So everybody else who is not of Yasharel stock, that has found their way in and are representing the Most High and his people righteously, that's on them to do. I'm not looking when we were coming out of Egypt and we were leaving, we were like, yes, okay, Moses, how are we going to get out of here? We weren't going, okay, well, are there strangers with us or anyone cleaving? No, we didn't care. But ultimately, they were there. That's the Most High's will be done. It has nothing to do with us. But we're not going to fake the funk and act like they ain't going to be with us. That's just the natural state of righteousness. There will be people that be like, you know what? Shoot, these people over here on the left is whack. I'm gonna get with these people over here and be safe. That's what is that?
Preservation.
Thank you. That's
Thank-
self-preservation.
Even some of the Canaanites did that.
Right.
Yeah, even some of the Canaanites were like, you know what, man, y'all doing too much. Yeah, no, we going over there with the
Going over here with these Shemites over here.
Shemites.
Right.
Yeah, can y'all hey, y'all my brothers, but y'all doing way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So cleaving is nothing new. There's no new thing under the sun.
That's right. Yep. None. All right, so I want to read Jeremiah 25 real quick. Let's see. Goodness gracious, this is long. But let us see. Let us move on. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. That which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of the Most High hath come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. And the Most High has sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor incline your ear to hear. They said, turn ye again now, every one from his evil ways, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Most High hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith the Most High, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt. Therefore, thus saith the Most High of hosts, because ye have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith the Most High, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment and hissing and perpetual desolation. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones, and the light of the candle. And this whole land shall be a desolation, and an astonishment. And these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon and the nation, saith the Most High, for their iniquity in the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it perpetual desolation. And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah hath prophesied against all the nations, making it true right there. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also. And I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to their works of their own hands. For thus saith the Most High of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup of the Most High at the Most High's hand, and made all the nations to drink unto whom the Most High had sent me, to wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and the kings thereof and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and a curse, as it is this day. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants and his princes and all his people, and all mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the lands of the Philistines, and the Ashkelon, and Azar, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan and Tema and Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall drink after them. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Most High of Hosts, the Elohim of Yasharel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Most High of Hosts, ye shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly punished, ye shall not be unpunished. And should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not be unpunished. For I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Most High. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Most High shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout, and they that tread the grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Most High hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Most High. Thus saith the Most High of Hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised upon from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Most High shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Howl, ye shepherds, and cry. Wallow yourselves in the ashes, ye principals of the flock. For the days of your slaughter and of your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel. And the shepherds shall have no way to flee, nor the principal of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds and a howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard. The Most High has spoiled their pasture, and the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of the Most High. He hath forsaken his covert as a lion, for the land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor and because of his fierce anger. Now, for how long will you say, for how long you will say to them, yes, who have drunk the strained wine, drink you also of its dregs. The judgment of the lofty one, who has no respect of persons. On this account, he hath aforetime no mercy on his own sons, but afflicted them as his enemies because they sinned. Then therefore were they chastened, that they might be what? Sanctified. All praises to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Sly?
Bro, you know I am here. I was listening to you speak, and at the same time, I was reading the Apocalypse of Abraham.
Come on.
Okay, we're going to go to, we're just going to just drive the point home, because we know the heathen, they don't read these books because the white man.
They don't like these because these are tough. It's
exactly.
Tough love on that ass.
Yeah, you can't twist these. So we're going to the Apocalypse of Abraham, chapter 29, and we will start reading at roughly, let's say, 14. It is he who will test those of your seed who have worshiped him in the fulfillment of the 12th hour, in the curtailing of the age of impiety, before the age of justice starts to grow. My judgment will come upon the heathen who have acted wickedly through the people of your seed. who have been set apart from me. So all these blassels, they got set up to speak against the truth, to speak against justice. Like we've always been saying, what they'll do is they'll take to speak white supremacist talking points, they'll put a black face out there.
That's right.
See, that's what they do. That's prophecy. In those days, I will bring upon all earthly creation 10 plagues through evil and disease and the groaning of the bitterness of their souls. Such will I bring upon the generations of those who are on it out of anger and corruption of their creation with which they provoke me. And then from your seed will be left the righteous men in their number, protected by me, who strive in the glory of my name toward the place prepared beforehand for them, which you saw deserted in the picture. And they will live, being affirmed by the sacrifices and the gifts of justice and the truth in the age of justice. And they will rejoice forever in me, and they will destroy those who have destroyed them. They will rebuke those who have rebuked them through their mockery, and they will spit in their faces those rebuked by me. Those rebuked by me, when they are to see me rejoicing with my people, for those who rejoice and receive and truly return to me, see Abraham, what you have seen, hear what you have heard, know what you have known. Go to your inheritance, and behold, I am with you forever. All of this would start to occur before the age of justice. And no other group has truly been crying out for justice, not just for Yahweh Shah, for what they did to him, but for the nation as a whole. Like I said before, like we said, they just want to go back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go back and forth, back and forth. Yep.
Exactly. Our story was already written in the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to prove that you're the Israelites. This is why they told us not to look up. They said, don't look up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look up.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was for signs and seasons.
Exactly. I thought that those ordinances in the sky pertain to Yasharel on the ground. And if those ordinances are no longer there, then there shall be no more Yasharel. Well, those ordinances are there. So therefore, Yasharel is still here. That and that's another thing. So they wanted to, the Psalms 83, they said, we will make the name of, they say Israel no more. Well, our name is Yasharel, right? Yasharallah. Well, you don't hear that word no more. They took that out. That's what the Most High had the dove bring back to us. But they say, oh, we're going to take the name of Israel no more, bring it out of remembrance. But yet there's a nation that they created that they called Israel. It is the most hypocritical, degenerate, reprobate, wicked ass system that any, and I'm going to go on a limb here and say in the universe, because I can't believe that the Most High would make more of these or allow more of these entities to breathe than what he has here. Because if it were me, I would have maybe, okay, well, this is the earth is my prize creation. I got some crazy things going on in it. I got to let it run its course. But the rest of them, I'm going to make sure that doesn't occur, right? All the other things that I create, I'm not going to allow this to perpetuate in them. And this is what we're seeing play out, because they have lied about everything and then have audacity to come out the side of their mouth about we have no proof of who we are. Like, if I tell you my name and you don't believe that that's my name, whose problem is that truly? If I tell you where I'm from and you don't believe where I'm from, whose problem is that really? It's not mine. But for a long time, we had to sit back and be like, you know what? I guess they're right. They in power. They got white Jesus behind them, and everything that they do, it works out for them. But anything we do, it doesn't for us. But now it's like, well, wait a minute. Who the filth flooring gave you the right to tell me who I am? And if you think for a minute that I'm going to listen to your banter of who I am, you're gravely mistaken. So now everybody out here talking about Israel this, Israel that. Oh, well, I don't believe any of that. It doesn't matter. That's why we pray against you. Like, you guys don't, the world, the heathen, European, African, Asian world does not understand that the Hebrew Israelites, Hebrew Yasharel, are back. We are not falling for any bullshit. We're not playing any silly ass kid games. We're not even interacting. What we're doing when we feel unjust, just like Carmelo, we are praying against you collectively. And what's interesting about all of this is that the FBAs don't, which is the remnant, they're doing their part, not even understanding they're doing their part. That's how we know the Most High is standing for us, because he's got the remnant doing what they need to do, while the remnant within the remnant is proving all things. We have evidence, we have proof, we are the empirical data, we have books, we have notes, we have notepads. Go ahead. They don't understand how much proof and evidence we have against them. We take that evidence with that. Why don't they understand? Because we've taken our evidence to the court of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
We've taken the evidence to the Most High, because they wouldn't look at it. We'd be like, look, this right here says that we own this, or we did that. Scoff, mock, kill them and take it. Oh, that's stupid. You guys ain't that. You guys ain't. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to stop bringing it to your attention. We're going to stop allowing you to listen. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the Most High and pray against you. And what are you going to do? Nothing. And don't think that we forgot about Argentina. We are going to pray against that country, that state, like nobody's business. Don't think that we're not individually individually coming at all of our enemies. Because we see you. We see you.
All praises to the Most High. That's the
all praises.
that covers the gamut.
That covers the gamut.
Yeah, we see you. You don't get to tell us who we are. Your opinion holds no validity amongst the Mishpat. We're not going to let you gaslight us anymore. We are no longer asleep. The Father has turned his face back to his people. So the separation between or of the remnant and the remnant within the remnant is real.
Mm-hmm.
This is why their businesses are shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
And they were already in a terrible economy.
Yep. Yep.
Just be patient and be steadfast.
Mm-hmm.
And hold the line. Because the Most High will fight our battles.
Yep.
And He is fighting our battles.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't deal with that.
Mm-mm. They can't.
That's why all of their pastors, their head clergymen are gone.
Gone.
You know, their head clergymen are gone, but we dealing with TikTok prophets.
Right.
Who had a channel.
Street preachers.
Exactly. They read 13 books.
13 books out.
And cherry pick those.
And cherry pick those. 13 exegesis books. 13 I see Jesus books. 13 they see Jesus books. That's all they got. And it's crazy because it's like, well, damn, you can't see the correlation between the Hebrew Israelites and us.
No. And this is what we really need to drive home internally.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High put spirits over the other nations to lead them astray. So even trying to convince them who we are is going against the will of the Father.
That's right. That's right.
We really have to move carefully and stay separated from those who don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were told.
Yeah, that's true. That's and that's real talk. All right, go ahead.
Because we are not supposed to have dealings or workings with unbelievers.
Yeah.
It's like when I go to the store, they always have the J-Dubs out there. They don't even say anything to me.
Mm-mm.
It's funny because the J-Dubs be there sometimes, and then the Dove, she'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's waiting at the store. And when I see the dove planted, I just give praise to the Father that the Holy Spirit, the Ruach, is in the midst.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just see them. I just see old wine bags.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see me, they probably see new wine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to drink this vomit. No. No, you can keep your Cesare Borgia worship. I'm good.
And their spirits are like, you know, we need to no, they're like, their flesh is like, we need to talk to him, but their spirit is like, don't talk to them, because they see us, they acknowledge every day. I go downtown, or what they call uptown. I go downtown, and J-Dubs is all on every corner, all over the place, and they see me, they acknowledge me, they say, hey, hi. But I say hi back and I keep it pushing, but they don't try to stop me. But the next month they over there talking to. I come back, they talking to somebody and stop somebody. So they already know we've been separated from them. Our spirits are proving who we are to them. Whether they acknowledge it, believe it, or do anything about it or not, our spirits are proving all things to them. But they got to be led astray because that's the will of the Father. You know?
Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Plain and simple.
No.
Yep.
And what's the word? The movie that Judah went to see. What's it? Delusion, not Delusion. The other one. Oh my goodness. What's the name of the movie that's out? Starts with a D.
You know, I'm not sure.
Disclosure. Yes, thank you. Baruch. So it's funny how the disclosure of the times is us, for us, and by us. Where if we were never woken up, they would never disclose anything. So, for instance, the Epstein file, they talked about disclosure. They're going to show us, they're going to bring out these files. But what did they do? What did they give these heathen people for disclosure? They redacted it. So we're not redacting anything. We are fully disclosing who we are, what we are, whose we are, and why we are, unredacted. And that's why black ass Camp Blacker, or not Camp, Captain Blacker, he's over there wanting to debate, talking about he's black, but these other people, Camp Captain Black, you don't get to determine who's coming into the kingdom. You don't get to determine, you don't have full disclosure to bring anybody into the wedding feast. You don't have the oil. That's what the disclosure is. This full disclosure. Do you have oil? Do you have oil? Where's your oil? That's your disclosure. And then when they come to us, do you have oil? Why do you ask what oil I have? Do you have oil? See? Now the disclosure is back on them. Let me just do this real quick.
I'm about to find that right now in the pseudepigrapha.
Mm-hmm.
Book 2, Book 1, Lost Books of the Bible, the Colburn or Ashby, Dead Sea Scrolls, Aquarian Gospel.
So disclosure is the act of making secret combinations, secret, private, or hidden information known to others. It refers to both the process of revealing information and the specific facts or documents being shared. So a while back I said we are coming into the age for us, for the Mishpachah, the remnant within the remnant, and the remnant. We're coming into the age of confirmation. And the world is coming into the age of revelation. That's why they called the last book Revelation. Because at the end, it will be revealed to them through the disclosure. They've been hiding us, trying to keep the disclosure at bay, but it's not going to happen. Because full disclosure is on display. We are the disclosure. That's why they were like, yo, we got to kill all these people. How are we going to kill all these people? Well, we're gonna try. We can poison some. We can pollute the sky. I'm like, okay, but because their people were recessive, genetically, leprosy already, they didn't stand a chance. So they had to cut that off. Hold on, stop. We got. Why do you think that why do you think that their civic and regional planning developers always made ours on the one side of our neighborhoods on one side of the track and theirs on another, or one road or the other? Ours was always by the railroad station. Theirs was further away because they could poison us through these cars and the things that they were shipping and bringing forth to, and poison our yards while theirs was still pristine. But when they start spraying the air, they started realizing that their people were struggling. So they had to do other things. That's why when the 70s would switch to the 80s, they decided they were going to bring cocaine into this thing. And they did it like nobody's business, but crack killed Applejack and he didn't jump back. So when we were doing these things against our own spirit, against our own regime of righteousness, it was taking many of us out. Again, the Father knew what was going to happen, and he had to purge some of us away and get some of us and allow some of us to be led astray. So all this stuff started happening here at the end of the 20th century, of the true end of their reign, right? Because they had no more, they could do no more. All they could do was steal, not just from us, kill not just us, but kill and steal from their own people. And they did it unmercifully. Enron, 9/11, 2008, and now everything is ass out. The boomers got all the money, the value of the boomers. So the boomers, the white boomers, have held everything that they could to make the value of that thing higher, higher, and higher. This is again why the Father has brought floods, why the Father has brought volcanoes, why he brought earthquakes to take away their things. So now the value of those things are gone. Their kids, right, can't afford it. So they would get a muscle car, and that muscle car that they put together in 1975, they built it up, built it up, and they now that muscle car that they put together for, I don't know, let's say 10 grand is now worth over 150. But their kids can't afford it. They can't buy it. They can't sell it, and they're too rickety to even drive it. So nobody can buy these things that they have held as dainties. So now the value of these things go down. So now they're not only going down, but they're going away. So now the value of all of the things that they've ever had, even their assets, remember, silver tsunami. Now nobody, they can't pass on anything because they got to live because they let Trump in. And so Trump's like, shoot, I'm about to grift all these people money. Silver tsunami, my ass, that's coming to me. And now everybody's got to pay. And this is why today they're struggling with regret, which is also a spirit, a shadim. And this is why the 12 woe, when everybody talking about 3 woes, or I don't believe that. That's why the 12 woe has all of these people struggling and gnashing of teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on now. And we're not gnashing of teeth. We're not struggling. Why? Because we've been there. We've eaten pork and beans, canned. We've eaten tuna fish, sardines, cans. We survived it where they've never done it. So now when the pendulum swings to the left, which is where they are, and the cock crows 12 times, on that 12th time, the 12th woe is going to have them show that they are done, completely kaput. That's why Captain Jack of Ass is over there trying to debate these heathens so that he can think, because he thinks he's going to save his own ass. It is wild, the signs of the sky, the signs of the heathen, and why the heathen rage. But go ahead, Alec. I know you got that ready for us.
Actually, my brother, I am in the Odes of Solomon 38. And we're going to line it up with the words of Yahweh Shah.
Come on.
I went up into the light of truth as into a chariot, and the truth led me and caused me to come and caused me to pass over chasms and gulfs and saved me from cliffs and valleys and became for a haven of salvation and set me on the place of immortal life. And he went with me and caused me to rest and did not allow me to err, because he was and is the truth. And there is no danger for me because I constantly walked with him. And I did not err in anything because I obeyed him. For error fled from him and never met him. But truth was proceeding on the upright way, and whatever I did not understand, he declared to me. All the drugs of error and pains of death, which are considered sweets, and the corrupting of the corrupter, I saw when the bride who was corrupting was adorned, and the bridegroom who corrupts and is corrupted. And I asked the truth, who are these? And he said to me, this is the deceiver and the error. Now here is your Constantine Christian, Roman Catholic Church, and their subsidiaries. See, they try to put on a air of righteousness
Mhm.
to imitate the bride and the bridegroom.
Mhm.
And verse 11 clearly states, and they imitate the beloved and his bride, and they cause the world to err and corrupt it. Now, verse 11 of Odes of Solomon 38, and they imitate the beloved and his bride, and they cause the world to err and corrupt it. To you heathens, you're not John 3:16,
Mhm.
but you are John, though. You're John 17:9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. So why would Yahweh Shah pray for the corrupted bride and bridegroom
Mhm.
who imitates the saints,
Come on.
his brethren and his sister?
Mhm.
See, this is what happens when you read all of the books. Their doctrines fall apart.
Fall apart.
They fall apart with ease.
Mm-hmm. It's light work.
Yeah, we could do this in our sleep.
Mm-hmm. It's light work, and it's not even us doing it. And
It's
and,
Father
and
through the Spirit.
exactly, and that's what people like. We ask the Father to speak for us. We ask Him to allow the Mother to protect us. And when we say us, me, Sly, the Mishpachah, all those here listening, so that it's edifying, so that it's true, so that it's not just about me and Sly, it's about all of us, me and you. And that's the beautiful thing of this time. That's why when we're talking about how things are moving round about us, we're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We're not out here trying to lead anybody astray. Matter of fact, we're trying to get everybody today of the Mishpachah, who is the wheel within the wheel, the remnant within the remnant, to the kingdom. And it's me, Sly. There's others, of course. Brother Judah, Levi, Romy, Leon, Abdullah. I mean, there's others and even more, right? Because each person that is here does the will of the Father every day. And it's been very clear how they're moving. Because why? Because they're here. They're here. So mark yourself, seal yourself in great glory that you're here. We've all taken many a road. We've gone high and low to get here from the 60s, 70s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s to here. Right now, 6/25, 2026 of the Heathen Gregorian calendar, to get here, to be found worthy, to be protected in what? Goshen, which is a mentality. We've all worked hard to get here in our present day and in the past. And now here we are. And we now can think and worship our Elohim free at last. And take that not lightly, because that is not a light thing to do. These yokes, these millstones have been thrown from me and you. And we get to enjoy the fruits now of our labors, past and present and future too. That's why I can do what I do. That's why I give all praises. Yes, I know I am not perfect as a man. My thoughts, my actions at times, I'm sure the Most High can't stand. Nevertheless, I work every day to repent and atone so that yesterday's madness isn't today's. And today's madness, most high willing, is not tomorrow's. We move like this individually and collectively. And that's, again, the beauty of the times that we're in. So, no pastor can teach me about esoteric wisdom. No leader, no campite, no Captain Blackass can tell me about my history, tell me about where I'm going or where I come from. Only the Most High. And he's doing that only to me. And then I get to speak it articulately to the Mishpachah. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, 20 years ago, I never would have thought I'd be here. 10 years ago, I was, and even being here with Brother Sly, being in the presence of wise counsel, no lie. I mean, shit, I don't care what nobody says. Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't no half step into the kingdom for me. I mean, if you can't handle the vet, if you can't handle the Yasharel set that we are doing, that we are walking on, you can kick rocks. You can get the hell on out of here. And cussing ain't nothing. Cursing is, and I don't want to be part of that. And when I see that my people are rolling, picture that. Picture that. We finally get to be rolling, and people want to be mad at these little itty bitty things. No. We're going to the kingdom. We shall be in the kingdom. These are affirmative speakings into the ether. Not just for me, but for you, for everyone. Will get to the kingdom who has been invited. The wedding feast, the oil, the love, the joy, the rejoicing is for the Mishpachah. Because we toiled in the heathens' rage and land and stolen lands and false fame for too long. We long suffered. And now we're done with that. And look at them. They're gone. They're out of the way. They're mentally unhinged. And you don't think that there's no coincidence that's because we woke up, that we rise and we're walking sufficiently righteously, even though we're not perfectly. Shoot, when we get to the kingdom, when we be perfect, when we're cleansed, we got the new garments on, we got the new bodies, the new name, the new mind. I mean, that's the prize. That's the prize. And while these freaking heathens fall to their demise, who's looking at us going, help? No. You need to help yourself. Would you say, Ak? They need to what?
Pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
And there it is. And there it is. And there it is. All praises to the Most High, Mishpachah. All praises. All praises. Yes, indeed. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Indeed. Power.
Mm-hmm.
Power. All right, let's look at some of these comments right quick. Here's. Oh, I was too far up. Holy Toledo. Okay. There you go. Deuteronomy 32:8-9 proves Yahweh put spiritual bonds over the heathen nations. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
There it is. Excellent, Jay. Excellent. Brother Jay.
Yeah, they don't like Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9.
They don't like Deuteronomy at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in one translation it states that to each nation he assigned a heavenly being. So there's no way he's the God of everyone. Did he create you? Yes, of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not dealing with them as a nation.
Correct. Great. Correct. And that's where that piece of it, because their forefathers did not choose. Well, I say that lightly. The Most High did not choose their forefathers to build a nation. He chose them to chasten his nation. And that's what they don't understand. It's like people go, well, you guys ain't special. You guys ain't special. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We dance, sing, run, jump, think, smell. We do everything better.
You don't go out of your way to try to keep down non-special people. So once again, we keep saying, who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Exactly.
Like they've gaslighted the whole globe. It doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The people of the books have awakened.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And now that specialness has fallen to us, and we're not killing them for it. We're just doing what we're supposed to do now with it. And they don't like it. And the world's upset about it. They think that, oh, well, you guys are arrogant. When we're saying, no, we are righteously indignant. Do not forget that. We are righteously indignant. So the next time somebody comes at you talking madness about, oh, well, you think that you this, you think that you that. No, I am indignant. That's where my zeal comes from. My indignation, it burns in my belly. It burns in my body. You can ask my wife. I have the indignation of old. And you can ask my dad. You can ask my brother. You can ask my sister. I have fiery indignation. Like I can go toe to toe indignantly with anybody. But over the course of time, especially now, I have trained. Well, the Most High has given me access to control it, because my indignation has in the past gotten the best of me. So now I'm like, you know what? Bring it. And 9 out of 10 times they don't. Nobody does. And that's the beauty of where we are, because we are protected by the dove as long as we maintain our disposition of indignation. Brother Sly,
Yes,
you have anything you want to take us out on?
Oh, of course. We're not going to leave the Mishpachah hanging with the Odes of Solomon. We're going to read the 38 Ode all the way through. We're halfway done.
All right.
All right, let's get back into the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
They imitate the beloved and his bride, and they cause the world to err and corrupt it. And they invite many to the wedding feast. There's your Psalms 83.
Mm-hmm.
And allow them to drink the wine of their intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
So they cause them to vomit up their wisdom and their knowledge and make them senseless. That's why when they retort, nothing that they says makes sense. Prime example, and we've been saying this for a while. These people will come to the channel of great lesson, great 100 comments, great lesson, but it'll be that one lesson, and then they'll vomit up their wisdom.
Yep.
The last lesson the brother Judah did regarding the seal of Solomon and these being our lands. Oh, that's the star. That's the star of Renfram. You know,
Mhm.
Ish started calling it that in the 7th century. Yet you're looking at ancient artifacts.
Right.
Pre-7th century. They
Right.
can't even get the timeline right. These are
Mhm.
people, even in the face of truth, they have vomited up their wisdom. And they say, well, where's your proof? Do you know how much stuff we have in books and writings that we haven't even brought out yet,
Mhm. Yeah.
that are still sitting on our shelves or they're on the digital archive bookmarked? We still haven't brought it out yet because the Father hasn't put on us through the Spirit to edify the nation with it yet. And sometimes when the Father gives you wisdom, sometimes it's just for you.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not for everybody. We prove all things. We don't keep proving all things.
Right. That's right.
So once again, they cause them to vomit up their wisdom and their knowledge and make them senseless. Now, here's the key, and we are watching this in real time. Then they abandon them, so they stumble about like mad and corrupt men. We're going to take you to court for saying that you're Native American.
Mm.
Y'all don't want that smoke.
Mm-mm. Not
The
at all.
the
No.
white
We are
man,
prepared.
thank you. Then they abandon them. Oh, we're gonna take you to court. It's against the law to say that these are your lands and that you're native to these lands. Then they abandon them. Now notice how White Zaddy ain't got their back.
Mhm.
He's quiet.
Yeah.
He's quiet. Then they abandon them, so they stumble about like mad and corrupted men, since there is no understanding in them. Oh, I'm Native American. You look Asian, neither do they seek it. But I have made wise so as not to fall into the hands of the deceivers. So you
Mhm.
have been made wise. You have the Holy Spirit. At the end, according to the prophet Ezra, only the wise would understand. This is why we go line upon line, precept upon precept, while reading in context.
Right.
But exactly. But I have been made wise so as not to fall into the hands of the deceivers. And I myself rejoice because the truth had gone with me. For I was established and lived and was saved, and my foundations were laid on account of the Most High's hand, because he has planted me. For he set the root and watered it and adapted it and blessed it, Baraka, and its fruits will be forever. It penetrated deeply and sprang up and spread out, and it was full and was enlarged. And the Most High alone was praised in his planting and in his cultivation, in his care, and in the baraka of his lips, in the beautiful planting of his right hand, and in the attainment of his planting, and in the understanding of his mind. Hallelujah. And once again, that was the reading of the 38 Odes of Solomon.
There you go.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High, indeed. Yes.
Yeah, this is why we don't debate these fools.
Mm-mm.
This is why. It's a waste of time.
Yep. A complete waste of time. A complete waste of time. But anything else you got?
I'm good, Ak. I'm good. I just had to bring that out through the spirit. All praises to the Most High.
Excellent. All praise to the Most High for that. Indeed. Power, Mishpachah. Maintain your power. Maintain your disclosure. Maintain your confirmation. Maintain your walk so we may get to the kingdom. Never forget where we're headed and never forget where we came from. So as we depart this eve, they don't want to believe that we are the chosen, because our power is so great that it has them quaking in their boots, their lack of boots, in their sneakers. So Baruch Hashem for all that you all do in your individual lives, that we can come collectively and bring forth wisdom congruently. So I most appreciate tonight. It was good. It was good for me as it was good for you, and I'm sure it was good for Sly. So Most High willing, we will do this again on the 5th day. As you can see, we have no interruptions.
They tried, bro. They tried. They gave you a little warble for like maybe a millisecond. I was like,
I heard it.
Don't even do it.
I heard it. But it was good. So all praise to the Most High, Mishpachah, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. We're going to go out with our music again. All praises. Shalom.
Crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the science to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Yeah, all gold, everything. 5:30 when the bell rang. Whole building power up like a cell, man. A million years still running like a Mustang. Yeah, it's a new day. Stained glass all red like a Tuesday. Stay on 83's head like a toupee. Magnetic, how the blessing pursue me. Excuse me, cause we coming through. All dressed like Thursdays all blue. Looking good, smelling good, feeling brand new. Like we ready for the king to make his debut. Coming near you. It's a party, y'all. Put your fellas in the air, gon' start it off. Got the power, ain't nobody scared of none of y'all. We give the praise to the Most High, set it off. Don't let it off. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence.
The dark gods. As like we talk about the word Elohim, the Elohims can be considered gods, plural, not singular, plural. So you're talking about different extraterrestrial entities.
All praises to the Most High. I keep a sharp sword and it's close by. Settle my debts, we don't mess with a cosign. Pattern my steps in the field for the landmines. Beat begging like a hand sign. Going back to Jacob trouble, that's a damn lie. Shit the vibe like a ley line. And we'll light this place up like it's daytime. I got the message, be at peace, so I'm feeling cool. And I don't care about your yapping or your feeling fool. Cause we ain't never giving energy to any enemy that literally made for nothing but a footstool. We special down to the molecules. Got the magic manipulating your particles. And we do it for the saints with the arsenals. You can keep your Grammys, radio stations, and articles. Wow. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence.
Some of these gods have been put over the other nations to lead them astray. We have been under the authority of the Most High He didn't put other beings over us to lead us astray.
Power, got the science to crush giants. Power that can navigate clouds without pilots. Power to influence the crowd and start riots. Bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Power, got the science to crush giants. Power that can navigate clouds without pilots. Power to influence the crowd and start riots. Bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Power.
They don't believe it when we say that we are God's chosen. They look down on the righteous, but we know that God noticed. The light of the world when everything is in darkness, but we can see the way. They're all gonna restore the kingdom back to Israel at any day. Just wait and see, you watch and pray. The Lord is coming back with angels, make a way. Fear in the hearts of the nations, they can't escape it. You were free for a while, but it come changes. 1 hour, that's all it's gonna take, that's all it's gonna take. It's 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. These gonna be devoured all in 1 hour. Judgment day is on the way, I hope you're ready. 1 hour. 1 hour. Redemption is coming, the water flooding the earth. Just take a look in the mirror, how you can see that we cursed. They keep us down at the bottom, and as a people we hurting. Just come back to the Lord, watch how we pull back the curtains. Yeah, we got power with God, yeah, we the greatest thing. Caught up in these lies, that's why our heritage was taken. Vengeance of the Lord, if you believe, that's where you faith is. In the end, I know all we can say is 1 hour. That's all it's gonna take, that's all it's gonna take. It's 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. These gonna be devoured all in 1 hour. Judgment day is on the way, I hope you're ready. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. 1 hour. Zion, Zion, Zion.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
Only a few of us gon' make it out. Zion, Zion. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. We at the end and we feeling it. We the sand of the sea, but a remnant. Should return to the word when they hearing it. We the sons of Israel. Our word will never fail. Baptizing in Jacob's well. Holy Spirit ain't playing for real. When you get protected, he's sending them plagues. I'm trying to make sure that he's sending rain. All in my life, all in my head, all in my walk, all in my legs. You don't got that blood, you walking dead. Walk as he walk, we should live with they say. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Abba gon' get us out of these countries. Abba son, let me see who really want me. Forsaking our houses, forsaking our money. We got that signal from heaven, he coming. Drinking his cup, nobody running. Flesh getting weak, but the spirit is gunning. We see the prophecy, we know he coming. We see the prophecy, we know he coming. But it's only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people to return. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people to return. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how my heart yearns for you. And the son, he died for you. Yes, it's true, yes, it's true. You didn't have no clue. That's because nobody told you. They couldn't afford to. Called you monkey like you Goku. It ain't like nobody owed you. We broke the law and they sold you. We did this all to ourselves, Jacob. Now it's the time that you know the truth. You don't know you so special. You don't even see what's next, though. So we cry, cry, cry. Only remnants gonna make it out of here alive. Please repent, my people, cause we at the end of time. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people to return. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people to return. It's time for my people to return. People return. People return. People return.
Wildfires exploding in